Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. Today we're going to be looking at my Lightbearers team that I'm using for guild hunts. It does have Shemira in it just because she's higher ascension level than Belinda, but optimally if you had a Belinda higher ascension than Shemira, Belinda would do better damage. But we're going to take a look at that team for Wrizz, also just Lightbearers in general, because they're actually becoming one of the better factions to use your selective scrolls for, and we'll talk about all of that in this video. Okay, so firstly, I just wanted to say, we got some new lights in the background. I don't know if you guys like it. I reckon it works not too bad. They're awesome lights. They control off my phone. So if I just go like this, that's what it used to be like. I feel like I feel like just the background light gives it a bit more contrast in the camera. I don't know. I like it. Let me know what you guys think. But first thing we're going to jump into is look at the team that I'm actually going to be using in the Wrizz guild hunt, and then we'll talk a bit more about Lightbearers in general. So the team that I've been using is this, and it's absolutely amazing. Like I said, if I had my Belinda at Mythic, the damage would be better than having the Shemira here. Shemira is nice, but obviously her damage is more AoE based. Belinda, it's more concentrated, more burst, and she does give herself an attack buff, so really, really nice. We've sort of got covered every one of these heroes in a video by themselves, except for Raine. So I'm just going to go over Raine and why she's actually really good for this, and then we'll jump into the guild hunt and we'll test it against a different team and see why it does work so well. So let's jump in and look at Raine. So the reason she's amazing for this is basically going to be her ultimate. Raine marks her enemies with the bounty symbol. Basically, she increases the damage they take. Really, really nice. If you kill enemies, you're going to gain energy. Now, obviously in Wrizz, you're not going to be killing enemies and gaining energy back, but the damage increase at 20% with one skill up into it is amazing. So it's just really going to buff the whole damage. The next skill is basically just making her deal more. She just deals damage, basically. The one after that, Raine's haste is increased by 40% when she locks onto an enemy whose health is below 50%. So that doesn't really come into effect in Wrizz. I'm not actually 100% sure how the whole health thing works with Wrizz, because you look at something like Rosaline, who does huge damage because she does it based on max HP. Not really sure how it works. Don't think you do get the buff from this, from them being below. But like I said, it's all about that ultimate skill, and this final skill, a passive ability that allows her to deal more damage to enemies the weaker they become, and it raises her damage by 20%. Now on Wrizz, I haven't slowed down and checked it exactly. It might be the more damage you get into Wrizz, the higher her damage goes, but it's not, once again, not really why you've got her there. She's got a buff that, you know, she's got that debuff that's going to increase the damage your team is going to be dealing to the enemy by 20% with one skill up. Really, really nice. And it's for 8 seconds. And in this team, when you use Rowan, that 8 seconds normally lasts you the whole fight, because she's just refreshing, and absolutely killing it. So we'll jump into it. We'll have a look at the battle with this team, take a look at the damage, and then we can do some swap rounds. What we'll actually do, so if I go here, challenge, you'll see, so pretty much the back row is 3 supports, the front row is Lucius, which is a support, and a damage dealer. Raine technically could be damage dealer, but she's not really there for the damage, she's there for the debuff. So you really only will have one damage dealer, and that's where I said, if you use Belinda, you're probably going to be pretty nice. So what I'll do is I'll do this test with my Shemira, show you the kind of damage we can do. We're getting around 7 mil, I think, which at this stage of the game is really decent, much better than what I was able to do without the Rowan. But then we'll swap over the Shemira and take her out and look at the Belinda damage at Legendary Plus, and you'll see that it is still really decent. So let's jump into this one and get going, just making sure. I do like putting Rowan in the middle so these coins can scatter everywhere. But let's do it. We like getting the extra Lucius shield. So, begin battle. So, as you'll see, you're going to run in. That Rowan's healing with the crates is actually amazing for this. He steals the energy. He still gains the energy even though he doesn't steal it. There you go. There's Raine's debuff coming out. Rowan putting his sacks out, increasing everyone's energy. Got double Shemira already, and we've got the shield. Really, really nice. You can see Lucius gained some energy from that Rowan ultimate, which is really nice, and hopefully Lucius will get another shield up before we take damage, take the AoE damage. He's about to jump now, so we will be getting that Lucius shield if he did. I wish Lucius didn't have that skill with the big shield, because it really does hurt your team sometimes. But we got it off. As you can see, that mark is still on there. It's about to fade off, but then Rowan is going to go and use his ultimate, buff Raine up. So the Raine debuff just got removed. Now she's boosting it up. So she has a few seconds where she hasn't had it up, but depending on RNG, when the boss uses his AoE damage, she can keep it up. So look there, she just used it. Now she's going to get killed. Okay, we're too far into it. She is a bit weak, my Raine. She doesn't have that extra survival that the other two do have in the Rowan and Rosaline. So if you can get Raine to a higher ascension, it does really help. Rosaline has that base passive where she reduces the damage that she takes. Rowan has that one where he'll sacrifice energy to heal him to basically not take damage. So they have better survival. So Raine is one of those ones you do want a bit better gear or a bit higher ascension. But there you go, 7.2 mil, not too bad. The Shemira doing 4.7. So I'm going to write that down, 4.7 for the Shemira. Now we're going to swap Shemira's gear over to the Belinda and see what we can do. So we'll jump over here, back, and we'll go over to Belinda. We'll chuck, remove. Actually, no, we don't even have to remove. We'll go remove all gear. And then we'll go over to Belinda. Because Belinda is so nice for this because she does have that self buff, which is awesome. And then we will go and put this one over on her. Change, nice. And you'll see what I have done here. I've got the horn. I've been testing the horn on Rowan to try and get him to boost everyone more often. And then I've just got Grace on, oh my, I forget this chick's name so much. I can't remember her name at the moment. It's left me. Rosaline. Got it. Yes. Yeah, I just put that one on Rosaline, give her a bit more tankiness. Maybe what we'll do is we'll try putting that on Raine just for the gigs. So let's put that on Raine, see if we can get Raine a little bit more survival. Because like I said, Rosaline has that passive damage reduction. So we'll see what happens. Let's go here. And we'll go to the Guild Hunt. So that last time we did, what was it, 7.2 million with 4.7k from the Shemira. Now we're going to go drop Shemira, put you in, and let's see what damage we can do. I haven't actually tested this, but I'm fairly confident we'll get a decent amount of damage. So let's go, because obviously I do have the mythic Shemira, and a lot of people won't have that, but it's not hard to get a legendary plus Belinda because we all get an elite plus one for free. So, you know, you get one through campaign as well, so you just need to pull one of them to actually get her up there. There we go. Rowan's using his ultimate. We're going to get Rosaline's ultimate off in a second, get another Belinda nuke, and nice. It just keeps going slowly like that. I'm considering maybe swapping the Rowan's one back to Rosaline, but we'll have to see. I wonder how this is going to work for survival from the Raine with that extra shield. Hopefully it does work all right. And she can mitigate. Okay, so she mitigated some of that AoE damage. Really nice, gets it back up. This could be a thing. I could like this from the Raine. As long as the Rosaline still survives, it's going to be solid. Really curious to see the damage of Belinda versus the damage of Shemira in the last one. As you can see, we're not doing quite as much damage. Obviously, the mythic Shemira with that extra, the new skill as well, is amazing. But we're doing okay here. Lucia's going to get the shield. We're going to get another Belinda massive nuke. Up to 4 mil. Okay, we might get close to 5 or 6, which is really respectable. Raine, use your ultimate so you get a shield. Nice. Rosaline, boost. And then Rowan, if we can get a Lucia's shield here, that would be really solid. Obviously, I could manual play this. I just like doing these tests on auto just because it takes the me failing part out of it. So 5.2, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So that was 5.3 mil compared to the 7.2 mil. And as you can see, 2.6 mil from the Belinda. And then we had the 4.7 from the Shemira. So it is a fair difference. But like I said, if you got that Belinda to Mythic, the other thing to consider in this situation is that, we'll close that, click this, we'll just have a look at the two overall damages. So you got about 2 million difference, but the other thing to consider is that my Belinda, if Belinda was your main damage dealer, you'd have her higher level. She's only 127, Shemira's 160 at Mythic with the extra skill. So that is a massive, massive difference in sort of like damage output that you're going to get. So I definitely think if I went and pushed my Belinda up to Mythic, which I think I can at the moment, I think she would do way more damage. However, I'm holding out on the hope on the big hope that I do pull some more copies of Lucius, because I really do want a decent tank to have as my first mythic for the Lightbearers. So that's what I'm hoping for. Eventually I may cave and use Belinda, and if I do, I'll show you guys that damage eventually. But when we look over here at Lightbearers, what have we got? We've got a fair bit of fodder, so I could probably get close because we also do have this guy at purple already. So we probably could get close to it. We'd probably be a little bit off, but like I said, we're gonna wait and see. But definitely, if you do, basically, if you have pulled a Rowan, you can make this team. You can make that whole team if you've pulled a Rowan, because oh, sorry, you do need a Lucius as well. That's the catch. Lucius is clutch. But like I said, everyone so far should have a Rosaline for free. That event is still up. Everyone gets a Raine for free from, I think it's the first or second one of the peaks. So 2 really good support units that you can put into your team, especially for Wrizz, and test that out. I'm going to test Raine a bit more in campaign if I do get a second copy of her. At the moment, she's just a bit too squishy, but like using that ultimate and having the energy regeneration after you kill enemies is going to be amazing. And I feel like she will work really, really well in campaign if I can get another copy of her, because like I said, just that squishiness is hurting me a bit. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know what teams you guys are using. Like I'm finding Lightbearers more tempting. I'm actually considering going for Lightbearers more often with my sort of purple stones that you get, and with these purple stones, just because I really want all their elite heroes. However, I'm still going to go the faction scrolls. I'm still going to go for the Graveborn because I really want that fodder to get my Shemira to Ascendant. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.